Israel has hit targets, infrastructure and individuals across Iran.
Major escalation as the world on the brink of World War III. But will it happen? You know what? Let's jet into this story. Welcome to Jet. So first and foremost, before we get into some international stories as to what may potentially happen as the world braces to see how the escalation spiral out of control, give thanks to Yahweh and to Yahushua. Yes, man. Happy Father's Day to all the real fathers, dads, whoever you want to call them out there, that has stood by their children no matter what and give them the maximum support. So yes, bless up yourself, man. Happy Father's Day to you all.
Israel says they targeted Iran's nuclear program, claiming it was their very survival that was at stake. Tehran, though, has described it as an act of war.
How is Israel's very survival is at stake? Oh, I know. Iran attacked Israel first. Iran launched preemptive strike and hit Israel. Now I understand why Israel has the right to defend itself.
Israel has hit targets, infrastructure and individuals across Iran.
We struck at the heart of Iran's nuclear enrichment program. We struck at the heart of Iran's nuclear weaponization program. We targeted Iran's main enrichment facility in Natanz. We targeted Iran's leading nuclear scientists working on the Iranian bomb. We also struck at the heart of Iran's ballistic missile program.
Among the targets, the chief of Iran's Revolutionary Guard, Hossein Salami, has been killed, according to Iranian state television, and the unit's headquarters in Tehran hit. The Israeli strikes also killed at least 2 nuclear scientists, Fereydun Abbasi and Mohammad Mehdi Tehransi. Israel's broadcasting authority says they targeted 10 scientists. Several children have also been killed, according to Iranian television.
Several Iranian nuclear scientists and military commanders have been killed. Iran's state TV is reporting that civilians, including children, are among the dead. Well, the scale of the damage to the nuclear facilities like this in Natanz is not yet clearly known. Much of the Iranian program is carried out deep underground.
I'm sorry, people. I think I'm getting really confused here. So, Iran didn't strike Israel first. It was actually Israel that struck Iran first. And with the belief that has been going on for over 30 years that Iran is developing WMD, weapons of mass destruction. So there is no concrete evidence, but Israel strikes Iran first. And when children are being hit, then I wonder what the world will say about that. In fact, I wonder what the grand leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, and he's like a king in the country. If you want an equivalent, he's like a king in the country, just like how you would have countries in the Africa and so on who's got kings and so on. I wonder what he had to say about his country being under attack. And the question is, we've all heard over the media that Israel has a right to defend itself. I wonder if Iran has a right to defend itself. Well, maybe not. If you've reached this far in the video, it means that you have a good attention span. It could also mean that you have done well in school because you continue to pay attention. So do the right thing, man. Like up the video, man, and smash that subscribe button. Yes, man, and share because I know you care.
Iran's supreme leader says his country will retaliate.
The Zionist regime opened its dirty and bloody hand to commit a crime in our beloved country and revealed its evil nature by striking residential centres more than ever before. With this crime, the Zionist regime prepared a bitter and painful fate for itself and will definitely receive it.
Well, it sounds like Ayatollah Khamenei is promising a response and is actually saying that Iran reserves the right to defend itself if being under attack. And many people would probably agree with that. I wonder what role the US has played in this recent attack on Iran.
In Jerusalem, sirens wailed as Israel started its attacks on Iran, while in the main city, Tel Aviv, residents started stocking up in anticipation of Iran's response. The US government says it isn't involved in Israel's strikes.
Tonight, Israel took unilateral action against Iran. We are not involved in strikes against Iran, and our top priority is protecting American forces. Israel advised us that they believe this action was necessary for self-defense. President Trump and the administration have taken all necessary steps to protect our forces and remain in close contact with our regional partners. Let me be clear, Iran should not target U.S. interests or personnel.
US intelligence sources quoted by the Reuters news agency say that recent intelligence assessments that Iran is not building a nuclear weapon had not changed, nor was there any indication that Khamenei had authorized the restarting of Iran's nuclear program.
Phew! I'm glad that the US was not part of it. Thank you, Marco Rubio, for making it clear that the US did not directly involve in this, because we do not want a World War III escalation. We want peace, and we want both sides to restrain and move back from the brink of a possibly nuclear war. But it looks as if I've spoken too soon.
Well, to be quite straight with you, Matthew, it's incredibly confusing. Initially, we were told by the Trump administration via the Secretary of State Marco Rubio that the US was not involved in this. Mr. Rubio really distancing the US from Israel's actions, calling them unilateral. Donald Trump then appears to have contradicted that, saying a few moments ago that we knew everything. Exactly what they knew, we don't know. The White House is still saying they didn't greenlight it, so they may not have officially approved of the attack, but they certainly approve of it, because in his social media posts, Mr. Trump appears to basically be saying to Iran, start negotiating, and if you don't, there will be more of this to come. And I suspect the US is using this as some sort of leverage to push Iran to the negotiation table.
Come on, big bad BBC, man. Come on, do better journalism than that. How do you know that Trump administration may have been aware of the situation? How do you know that, Marco Rubio made it clear that the US had nothing to do with it and it was just unilaterally from Israel? Well, the judge has a surprise for us. Watch this.
What is Israel's true goal here? Actually, before that, this was just posted by the President of the United States a few minutes ago, and I'll read it since this is posting on his own website. I gave Iran chance after chance to make a deal. I told them in the strongest of terms to just do it. But no matter how hard they tried, no matter how close they got, they just couldn't get it done. I told them it would be much worse than anything they know, anticipated, or were told, that the United States makes the best and most lethal military equipment anywhere in the world by far, in caps, and that Israel has a lot of it with much more to come, and they know how to use it. Certain Iranian hardliners spoke bravely, but they didn't know what was about to happen. They are all dead now, and it will only get worse. There has already been great death and destruction, but there is still time to make this slaughter with the... I can't read anymore, Chris. Is there more to this? Okay. I'm sorry, my mouse is in the way here. Hold on, I'll finish reading it. And they know how to use it. Certain Iranian hardliners spoke bravely, but they didn't know what was about to happen. They're all dead, and it will only get worse. There has already been great death and destruction, but there is still time to make this slaughter, with the next already planned attacks being even more brutal, come to an end. Iran must make a deal before there is nothing left, and save what was once known as the Iranian Empire. No more death or destruction. Just do it before it is too late. God bless you all. I was going to ask you if the United States authorized this, and notwithstanding what Trump said publicly many times, it's, according to this, the United States did.
Not just authorized it, Judge. We planned it. This is a joint plan between the United States and Israel.
What? Marco Rubio said that he did not, US had nothing to do with it. And now Trump is confirming, allegedly, it appears, that he knew and probably was aware of it and probably take part in it. Wow, this is shocking. Now, how would anyone trust the US moving forward in any negotiations? Because there was supposed to have been some negotiations going on. Wow.
Iran launched retaliatory missile and drone strikes into Israel this morning following Israel's attack on Iran's nuclear program.
Iran has tonight launched retaliatory strikes on Israel.
I mean, what do you expect? I mean, Iran has to respond, and many would say Iran has a right to defend itself because Israel first launched an attack on Iran and destroyed many of Iran's facilities, and this is Iran's response.
We understand that the Pentagon is now moving US destroyers to the eastern Mediterranean as Israel obviously braces for that potential retaliation. Now,
Well, this was the scene in Tel Aviv in Israel just an hour or two ago. There have been huge explosions in the sky over central Israel, although it is unclear what's from missile strikes and what is Israel intercepting them with its Iron Dome.
Overnight, Iran's retaliation, missiles raining down on Tel Aviv, killing at least 3 and injuring dozens more, according to Israeli police. The IDF saying Iran launched dozens of missiles towards Israel. Air raid sirens heard in Tel Aviv as missiles fly over the city. The country's air defense system intercepting many, but not all. Iranian drones filling the sky in Tel Aviv seen halted mid-air, but some still making it through, smashing into buildings. In these dramatic videos circulating online showing the moment one plummeted into a building, causing a massive fireball, debris permeating the entire atmosphere. ABC News has geolocated this video showing smoke rising from the area of the Ministry of Defense complex in Tel Aviv, a nearby shopping mall damaged too. You can see a large emergency response. Iran claims it targeted the Ministry of Defense, but Israel has yet to confirm what exactly was hit. A security camera capturing this explosion of debris landing in a residential street. And this morning, daylight revealing the aftermath of this strike, hitting near homes. At least 2 people reported dead here, with 12 more injured, according to local medical responders.
You can see just how powerful these explosions were. Those buildings are crumbled in the distance and debris is everywhere and cars destroyed. You can see that dust covering everything that's on the street here. We heard from officials that this happened as dozens of families were trying to evacuate, but sadly one woman passed away.
And there you have it, Iran responded. Now many people would say this is fair game because Iran was attacked first and Iran has a right to defend itself. The question is, are we on the brink of World War III? I urge all sides to restrain themselves and engage in talks because no one winning wars, and we always want a peaceful and a political negotiation or political settlement to any conflict whatsoever, because that's the only way forward. We do not want a World War III. It has been reported that China's cargo plane landed in Tehran, but there is no confirmation of that. But we all want a peaceful solution and resolution to this conflict. Now, what is your view? Do you believe that Israel was right to attack Iran despite what it believes is happening and going on in Iran? And do you also believe that Iran has a right to defend itself and what it did was justified in terms of its response? Or do you disagree that Israel should have attacked Iran, and also, despite whether Israel attacked Iran or not, you disagree that Iran should have retaliated? Write your comments below, man, and let's have a discussion about this. For those of you who've forgotten to subscribe, please remember to touch the like button, smash the subscribe button, touch up the bell, and remember to share with your friends and family. So you all go on now. We are going to jet off,